Come on. Today's the day. Let me lock up. I'll be right with you. My biggest concern today is not getting the van stuck. That might be an issue going where we're going with only two-wheel drive. Let's hope for the best, but we're going anyway. I did bring a tow strap just in case, and a tow chain. Brought my little chainsaw. We got the mower, extra gas, and we're going. Did Bella already jump in? She did. Okay, we're ready to go. We are going up to one, or actually both of the old family farms today. It's up in Red Bank Township, Pennsylvania, which is we end up just north of Dayton, Pennsylvania, and it's not quite an hour away. Well, the Allegheny River is still pretty high. It's coming back down. Those of you from the area know that Western Pennsylvania got hammered with rain recently. A lot of flooding, creeks and streams and rivers, a lot of flooding. So I don't know how far reaching the storms were to the north. Roads could be, the lanes going into the farms maybe washed out. I don't know if the ones, I think the gas company needs access up there. There's a couple gas wells on the first property, and I don't know. I know they have four-wheel drive vehicles. I don't know how bad it has to get before, because they need access. I don't know how bad it has to get before they decide to do maintenance. I don't know who would do maintenance on that road other than them. It'd probably get pretty bad before they did it. The other farm, I don't know. I know it gets, they run a road grader through there, so there's a through road and numerous properties along there. None of them are residences for a while, but I know there's a road grader that gets run through there occasionally, maybe once a year or something. But still, that might be after the spring storms have passed. Who knows what condition they're in right now. Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed. Oh, and this has to be a short trip after all. Despite all my planning, more rain is coming tonight. So I think we need to get in and out of there today. You know, we've had some several days of drying up, so it might not be bad. We may be okay, but
2 miles, take the US 422 east to Pennsylvania 28 north exit toward Kidney, Indiana.
With more rain coming tonight, we may want to get out of there. So we're going to go up and try to get done what we want to get done. Up here, going across the Canning Bridge, and down there's the Allegheny River, crossing it again. Yeah, it's coming down slowly. Bella girl. Bella, it's been a long time since we've been up here. 6 or 7 years? It's been a while. Alright, here's where we're gonna take the alternate route. It's supposed to be 3 minutes slower, but it is so much flatter, straighter, and smoother. So, otherwise, okay, it's only 2 minutes slower now. The faster way is just more hills and turns and everything. So, yeah, I know. I've been coming up here long enough. I know. Not that it's entirely straight. I just said it was straighter. Okay. It's yeah, the other way's yeah, it's really kind of back in the woods sort of thing. This follows the, I don't know, some creek or stream, I don't even know what it's called. But this goes out to Red Bank and Plumville, and which is just south of Dayton, Pennsylvania, and we'll take a left towards the north up through Dayton and beyond. Yeah, it's not too twisty turny, is it? Right? Yeah. Not straight, straighter. Jump off of 85, this Route 85 going east. Jump on 839 north, take us to Dayton.
Continue on Pennsylvania 839 north.
Okay. We're going to, I think Dayton is just about 2 miles to the north, so we're going through Dayton and out the other side. Here we are, getting on 839. I wouldn't mind picking up some fresh eggs while we're out this way. Plenty of farms, and this is Amish country too, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a Amish buggy go along the road. Keep an eye out for them Amish. We're coming up on one of them Amish buggies now. They have the slow moving sign on the back, get your attention early on. He's that horse must be tired. Got the little grade and slowed way down. Alright. One Amish. We're now entering the south end of Dayton. And this is the site of the big famous Dayton Fair. The fairgrounds are here on the left. They have all kind of interesting stuff, from livestock shows to demolition derbies, that sort of thing. And this whole field over here on the right hand side, even though it's hilly, all the parking. They have an RV section with hookups over there on the left.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto East Main Street.
Okay, entering Dayton. Okay, here's where things might start getting dicey. Oh boy. Oh, well, so far, hang on now. It looks all nice and gravel packed. Let me turn my other camera on here for a minute. Okay, so down here to the left, okay, we come up the road, it's over there. Down here is where the old farmhouse used to be. It's all been leveled off many decades ago. There's old gas well down there, and there's a lower road that goes in the lower part of the property. But we're going to the upper part of the property, and actually, so far, this looks great, fantastic. No tree limbs to worry about. Could easily get the RV up here. There's the gate. I wonder if my key still works. If my lock is still on here, it's probably really rusty. It probably doesn't work anymore. We go. Yeah, I thought this would be all washed out. Well, actually, there's a section up here that is usually worse than others. A little bumpier as we go. Hopefully it's not too soft up top that could camp or pull off the road and not have a problem. A couple puddles up here. Boy, the trees have... This was all strip mined, so it was like nothing but grass. After they got done, they replanted. They restored the land, all the topsoil and everything, and the grass is growing. I'm surprised the trees that are taken. Wow. A lot can happen in a few years that you're gone. There's one of the gas wells. Alright, the property ends it's deeper from left to right than it is behind us and forward. So the property ends up here just a little ways. The spot I had in mind is right here on the right. Come on, girl. She was already out and then back in again. Maybe she thought we was leaving, but we're gonna be here for a little bit. The nice place about this particular farm, it's 53 acres, and I forget exactly how wide it is this way, but it's very deep from the road and way back over the hill. So, you know, up here, there's this nice big flat area. And my thought was to mow, you know, off the road, just kind of mow like a little driveway area, just in an area back in there, mow it. So maybe mow it a couple times a year. But it'd be nice to be able to pull up and camp, set up camp, and not have all this as your front yard. You know, actually have some tamer, cut back grass. You know, cut down on like maybe any possible snakes or rodents or insects, or you know, just to have kind of an area that maybe a couple rigs could park around, at least two, possibly more. And too, if somebody wanted a tent camp too, it'd be nicer to set a tent up in a mowed grass than this stuff that's gone wild for so long. I think the property ended right up here. For me, studying the aerial maps and the surveying information, there was a pile here when they coal mined this. There was a pile here, and a lot of it's still like there's gravel spots in here. You can tell where they did that at, and by studying the aerial views and stuff, you know, I know the line's like right up here, right, you know, we're probably getting close. There's a little sign over here, maybe maybe what's left of that kind of marked the property line. It looks about right, actually. There's one, there's another one up there. I can see another one up on a hill a little further. So, and then another one over there. So I think we're well within our, I know we are. That probably kind of confirms the surveying, the line that was made with the survey. So yeah, back in here, I think would work really good. I wonder how the mower's gonna do. I'll have to put it up on its highest setting. This is a pretty powerful mower. It wasn't a bottom shelf one. It was a bump or two up, a little bigger engine. Let's see what it can do with this. The other nice thing about this spot, way up here on the hill, without a bunch of big trees, is there's great solar up here. A beautiful view, and you know, can easily see wildlife and stuff around. But yeah, it's but this isn't my favorite one. The other farm, which is a little further north, I favor it more, but it's more heavily wooded. So I did check the internet here. I fired up my laptop, and the internet could be better, but it's there, it works. And one thing was the internet, my router was back against that far wall, and keep in mind I have it in this big metal box, right? Call it a van. And I moved it out here closer to the doors out here, and it improved a little bit. So you know, so there is internet. So what I did, so I already mowed this. Okay, it's not gonna be real evident until probably till spring gets on a little bit more and things start greening up. But you know, a lot of this big clumpy, I mean, you know, this big clump, look how, you know, these big clumps, they're you know, you see what it's like here. So initially I knocked them all down, and a pretty big area from about the left corner of the van over into about here, and then back in to the base of the hill, across up in there, and then back down to the van again. So it has an initial knockdown and mulching some of this dead stuff up, and I'll probably come back in a couple of weeks, maybe next week. I would like to bring the tractor up here. I really would. But yeah, we'll see how this progresses during the season, and I'm hoping this gets all nice and, you know, gets used to getting knocked down, and it's just shorter, finer, greener, softer grass. It's gonna take some doing. So I'm actually more anxious to get up to the other farm. I've done what I wanted to do here, was not give this an initial mowing, check the internet here, and then we'll come back. But the other farm, I gotta do the same there. I don't think I have as big an area to mow right off the bat anyway. And check the internet up there, kind of snoop around how overgrown it's gotten since I really mowed it back, you know, 6 or 7 years ago. I mean, I did a number on it. It was so overgrown. Anyway, I'm gonna get this mower packed up, and we're gonna get going up there. Well, at least we didn't get stuck at this one. I have no idea what the other one's like. Yeah, I'm surprised this road held up as well as it did since they strip mined it. They did a pretty good job at restoring this road. It used to, prior to that, this used to get big giant ruts in it. We wouldn't have got it. We probably would not have got up in the van. They really put in a lot of limestone and packed this pretty nice. It's holding up really well. So I'm pleased about that part of it. Alright, let me take care of this gate. We'll be on our way. Yeah, the woods still look like wintertime. You don't see that the buds, you know, the leaves just aren't out far enough. You really don't see them yet, not very well. But, you know, they're coming out, but it still looks pretty dead. It's supposed to be pretty warm today, mid-70s. It's already comfortable. What time is it anyway? It is 10:02. Yeah, it's already just got short sleeves on. This road, now this road should be good. Should be good. Good little hill climbing to do up here. Yeah, this part, yeah, this is looking pretty good. Oh, I can say the berms were recently done. There's a road grader. Ooh, that little soft area. Keep it moving. A little bit loose there because looks like they freshly graded it, at least that area. Well, that's a good sign that they've done some maintenance recently. You know, when we get up to where the farm's at too, there's an area that can be swampy. Just a big giant puddle all the time, except when it's real dry in the summer. Hopefully it's not too bad where I park at. It's not extended out where the parking area is. Yeah, and this meadow, this little valley here, just has these big, beautiful blue spruce trees up on the hill there. Although this time of year they look more greenish. I don't think the blue really kicks on until it gets hotter out, till late summer. Maybe the blue sticks out better. It just looks like green now. Yeah, that's right, it's pretty nice shape. I didn't know what to expect because I have seen, in the past years, I have seen this get in pretty bad shape, so it's nice to see. Now, this part's a little bit steep. But, it's not all rutted out or anything, so that's not bad. See what we got here. Oh no. Yeah, no. So there's a big hunk of tree and it might be bigger than what my little chainsaw can handle. I brought my toe strap. I could maybe cut it part way. Hang on, let's park this thing and get out. Okay, this isn't bad. I expected this. This always pulls here, and there's a gas line there. And you gotta watch out. There's a little low area over here. As long as you know about these couple of spots, it's not bad. From here, it's like from here forward, this is all nice and firm. So this is the area I mow, and I'm really pleased with what I see, because aside from that tree, all that work I did, we'll call it 7 years ago, it has remained. This is not bad. We'll take a walk back there. I had the Tioga parked the whole way back in there. Like, there was a bunch of dead pines, and I cleared them out. There was a bunch of these dead pines all across had fallen over, had died. You can see these other pines out here. A bunch of them had died and fell across here, and it was just really, really thick, kind of thick like that looks. So aside from that tree, hang on, let me get Bella. This property is I think is 98 acres. The foundation, the old farmhouse, it's so overgrown. At least this one, you can see remains of it. Maybe. Maybe it's... Oh, wow. Not anymore. It is slowly... It was like right there. Wow. It is so filled in now. I know it's gotten worse, a little worse over the years, but I don't know how that happens, how that got filled in completely. We might snoop down there for some remains and when we come up this summer. There's a well over here too. It was a hand dug well, and it was all stone and had the top on it. It's right in here somewhere. And once this place was vacated, they knocked all the stone into the well, so nobody would fall in it. I wonder if I'd like to locate that as well. And then the barn used to be down further down there. Then there's another spring that comes out of the hill over there, or down over a little bit further. But yeah, what's what happens after 6 or 7 decades of being vacated. And even all this, it has these little twigs that grow up. Nothing too bad. Yeah. And this fell down. Looks like it came from right there. I should have just went ahead and took it down. Well, I had my work cut out for me. The stuff that was laying like this, there was so many of these. So I had a lot of cutting and a lot of fires. And I cut my way back through here. And for the most part, it has stayed pretty clear. A couple more have fallen in the path back here. Where are you going, Bella? Yeah, right about where this tree here is. Oh no, actually it's a little beyond it. Yeah, this one needs cleared out of here too, because back to where Bella's at. This little open area back here. That's where I have the Tioga Park. And I can go back almost as far as Bella. A little bit more cleanup work. But this is all relatively flat in here too. Had the door facing that way. And plenty of firewood there for have little campfires. Could round up some rocks. Bunch of rocks over there in the bank. Make a nice little fire pit over here. But actually, the area I had more in mind for making room for an extra vehicle was I wanted to work on and develop this area a little bit. Maybe develop's the wrong word. Most of these are just little 2-inch diameter, 1-inch diameter. A lot of tiny stuff in here if it was cleared out. Could leave the big healthier trees and just clean out all this thin stuff. I'd actually like to make room for like 1, 2, 3. I'd really like to work on this summer, but initially I could back all the way up there. Somebody else could park there. There's you could get rigs in here as it sits. Well, that's a little bit of obvious work. I might just let this all go today. I should bring the real chainsaw, not my little battery one. So that first one's a little bigger. I don't think I could do that with my little battery one. And it'd be nice to have the tractor up here. Like I say, this trip was about kind of assessing the situation, how bad it was. Well, now that I see, cut that all up with a chainsaw, the better one. I could probably do that one with the little battery one. But maybe why beat it up, right? And this would mow pretty nice. What if I could get the mower past that tree down there? Maybe I could do some mowing up here. I did go ahead and get the internet check out of the way, so it's actually better here than it was at the last place, so I'm happy about that. I tried talking myself out of the clearing that out, but then I started messing with it and messing with it a little bit more. Now I'm sweating and it's getting warmer out, and we'll take a walk up. I got my little Black & Decker battery operated chainsaw out, and I cut this all up enough to where it's all in branches and sections where I could drag all this out of the way now. I could, and even that big piece there, I have a strap too. I could drag it over out of the way a little bit, do all that. And I've got everything else out of the way. I'm gonna leave this one pile here because, what was that? Oh, the wind blew the door, one of the van doors shut. I want to have a fire right here. Just clean this. I don't want to drag all this off into the weeds and then, you know, clean it back up. You know, over time in camping, I'd like to burn a lot of the stuff that's laying down. I'd like to burn it up and just, you know, tidy it up around this area. So I don't want to drag all that back in and then drag it all back out to have it fire. I just want to clean the mess up right here. It's kind of how I did it when I originally cleared this out. That had to have been in 2017, I'm thinking. Could have been 2018. I just don't recall. I'd have to go back and look through some things. But yeah, this piece I just cut in half. This was laying across here. So half went over here, other half went over there. We can go through in that big piece back there. What do you say, Bella? He says, what are we doing anyway? This is crazy. This is something different. Yeah, I've been trying to get up here for years, ever since I originally did it. So yeah, well, that's there was some stuff across in here, nothing too major. But there was that big pile here, and it's drug off over in there a little bit and over in here a little bit. But with the exception of that one pile, oh yeah, and there was some stuff back here. Drug some more of that off. Some of these other branches that were in the way. I mean, this is wide enough as is. I could drive my van the whole way back here. All the way back here. And almost turn it around. See the van out there? This looks more like tractor work. That's a lot of mowing. You know, I'm not getting any younger. That push mower, even though it's self-propelled, it still takes effort. I don't know how into I am of mowing all this down today. Oh, when I did this originally, I did have my other tractor up here, and that's what I mowed all this with. And I even found a way back through here somewhere. I even found a path. I had my tractor back in and mowing just like between and around everything I could. I really mowed this. That's why a lot of this is tamed a good bit too. This used to all be thick. Those tiny saplings. Now keep in mind, years ago, they were just these little things, and that kind of stuff I just mowed right over top of. Push them over with the tractor and mow over them. And then some of that were a little bit bigger, I cut down, as flush as I could with the chainsaw. So some of the path I made so I could get the tractor in and around. There's a section down there that is still real thick. Well, it was like this, a lot of it. Some of it was a little bit too big. You know what, I'm not dealing with that. But there were some lesser areas where I went to it. Yeah, it's like one way. See, yeah, I think I circled around here, mowed some of this. I don't think that tree was down at the time. There's another one that fell. I got circled through there, went over there and out there. Yeah, so with some work, get some of this fallen stuff up. With the tractor, I could get some more work done up here. Phew. Yeah, it's warming up. Little girl, what are you doing? I know, you smell them too. You smell them, don't you? There's deer poop everywhere. I've seen it. Huh? You know they're around. And when I was up last time too, I seen a black bear. It was down on that one path, right by the road. And a red fox, which I didn't get a camera in time in my hands fast enough to capture him. And things are so sly. He slid on by, was gone. All right. Even though I have the mower, I unloaded it. Let's see, maybe I'll talk myself into it. Maybe I'll mow. Little break. Some cold water, maybe some lunch. Maybe I'll fire it up and run it a bit. It has all these little things, little bushes. They're like, 18 inches, they're probably about 2 feet high. All these little things are starting to grow in here again. So it'd be nice to get them all knocked down. Oh, the tractor to make things so easy. I want my tractor. Uh-oh, getting a little bit of mud splashed up on the van today. He's out adventuring. Getting it dirty. I have to get my tractor up here somehow. I said I wasn't gonna mow it, right? But I'd probably talk myself out of it, or maybe talk myself back into it again. Oh, and I didn't want to burn this here all now because there's still so many dead leaves. As spring comes on and there's more green and stuff growing, there's more moisture above the surface. I'll have a fire out here and probably burn that on our next trip up, or we'll see. I'll deal with it soon, one way or the other. But I did mow all up through there. I did. So when I start in this first section here too, I mowed up to it and then after it. Come on, Bella. No, Bella. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. All right. And she's been having fun out here, running around. Yeah, is that looking better? And I have the mower up on its highest setting for a reason. There's hidden nuggets in here. So not too many out here. That as we get back up in here, there's rocks. They kind of hide amongst the dead leaves a little bit, and that's very, very hard on lawnmowers. Rocks. So I threw that's from last time I was here. I picked big rocks last time. But there's still smaller ones that remain. And I just don't want to hit it with my new, like this one. Okay, once we've been up here a few times, camping and kicking around and burning some of this, I'm sure I'll find more of those and get them cleaned up. Then I can set the mower deck down of, a notch or 2 or 3 and mow this better. But all that little stuff's all knocked down now. Yeah, it's almost a clear shot. That one tree, one for that one tree. We could park the whole way back here. I think it's gonna be our spot. Could probably back in, stay over to this side, and then work on this is my front yard. There's a lot of taming to do there, but if I call it my own and you know, trim, cut, have campfires, have this, and in the summertime, this is just real nice, and it just gets real nice and lush back here. Yeah, looks like crap right now, but that can change. There, just stumbled on another one. See what I mean? You know, as you're out here messing around, and you kick one here and you kick one there, these will get picked up. And probably make a fire ring out of them. There's another one. Like piles along the edges. Whew. I'm about winded. Yeah, I'm really happy about this. This is, I really thought it was gonna be so much worse, and it's this nice. I don't even know if we've been here an hour, and it's this nice with this little bit of effort. Why does it feel like it was a lot of effort? There's another nugget there. See? Yeah, gotta cross them. Once I'm confident that this is all pretty clean and picked, I'll lower the mower. We'll get this tamed. It's something I've been wanting to do. Start spending some time up here. I've just been so preoccupied the last couple of years with RVing stuff, you know, selling the bounder, getting the coachman, and last year's repairs with transmissions, and it was just always something. Well, I think I got everything done today that I wanted to do, and more. And we're ahead of the game, actually. That being the way it was, all the worse that it was. So yeah, rain is coming this evening, and it's gonna rain, and you see them by some of these low spots. You know, there's some spots I know about, but if it depends on how much we get a lot of rain again, this could all soften up, and I could be in danger of getting stuck. And we don't want to do that. Somebody was stuck here. So it's supposed to, yeah, I think it's supposed to rain all night, so it could be a lot. So what we'll do is we'll come back up here after all the rain systems have passed, and get a couple more dry days, and we'll get back up here and resume our works. Yeah, I'll be anxious to get that cut up and pull back in there and bang, set up my camp spot and start cleaning out. Yeah, make a fire pit and start cleaning it up as we have fires. Yeah, once I seen the rain developing in the forecast, I decided this is just gonna be a short trip, so I put off some of the planning of taking the, you know, the buddy heater and more food for more days, and I don't know what all else, but I thought once I knew the rain was coming, I thought it's just gonna be a day trip, so all that stuff is just for next time. All right, we're gonna get headed home here, and we're gonna get busy getting geared up for our next trip, which is gonna be very soon. Gonna get some more things together and plan on a longer stay and put another dent in this. So yeah, we're gonna visit this place hopefully quite a few times this year, and thanks, we'll take you along with us, okay? Thanks for coming along today, checking the places out, and I'm just kind of anxious to see what we get done up here this year. So yeah, we'll be back soon. I'll see you next time.